this recording. Okay, hey everybody, I'm Hannah Davis of Body by Hannah, owner of the Body by Hannah Fitness Studio in Tennessee. I'm on the advisory board for Cosmopolitan Magazine. I've been featured in many other national publications, including Fitness Magazine, Cosmopolitan, Women's Health, and just passionate about sharing fitness knowledge. Jessica Rumba, my co-host, we met in New York City. Me and Jess connect because we both subscribe to very science-based fitness, and she's also super passionate. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jess.
Yeah, hi everybody. I am Jessica Rumba Guthrow. I'm married to Brad Guthrow of Live Lean TV, and together we host a channel on YouTube that offers like free fitness and nutrition advice, tips, workouts, recipes, all of that. Obviously super passionate about fitness as well. And yeah, like Hannah said, when we met, we just totally vibed because we train with a similar style and we believe in weightlifting and the power of strength training, not just for women, but especially for women. And yeah, we just like really click on all things related to fitness, nutrition, and we, believe in the things that really work and sticking to the basics. So we want to help, train the whole world via the internet. That's why we're really blessed that we can talk to you every week.
Yeah. So welcome to Tricks of the Trainer. Thank you for sharing. Those that have already shared the blab, please do share this. I think body shaming is a incredible topic to kind of delve into and share your experience. And we body shame others, and we also have a tendency to body shame ourselves. So I want to talk about both of those things and how it really hurts you. So I guess first let's talk about what body shaming is. Jess, you want to take that?
I guess I would classify it as any sort of negative commentary, or it could even be just internal, like emotion to yourself. When it's to yourself, it's usually just stuff you say in your head about your own body. When it's to others, it could be calling somebody fat, skinny, too buff, or, it doesn't matter what it is, but just whatever they are is wrong. So it's not always about fat shaming, but body shaming can be in many ways, like even about being too muscular. So it's just saying anything hurtful or even thinking or feeling hurtful thoughts about your own body.
Right. And it can also take a passive aggressive form, right?
Yeah.
So, telling someone to eat a cheeseburger.
Yes. Yes.
Is a type of body shaming.
Or to not eat a cheeseburger or whatever. Yeah. Just to make
like maybe you don't need to eat those fries, or maybe, it's all a form of body shaming.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Brahm. Nice to have you on the show. So we want to know if anybody on here has experienced body shaming on either counts, either for being too skinny or overweight. From family, it happens a lot from your own family, mm-hmm. which can be very hurtful and very impactful. It can happen in school, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it happen in the gym?
Yeah.
Have you seen it happen in the gym, Jess?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think the gym is like, honestly, the gym can be one of the least dangerous places, I think, to be body shamed, because there's this understanding that everybody's there working on themselves. Like when you go to the gym, obviously you're working towards your best body or working towards your ultimate fitness. So I think that's one of the safer places, I guess, for body shaming, but it still can happen, especially I think with people who are more advanced in their fitness. They can, even sometimes on accident, do it to the newbies, and like not really give any sympathy for where people's starting points are. So I've definitely seen it happen in the gym sometimes. I think it's really important that no matter how advanced you get with your fitness, that you always remember that you had a starting point too, and that everybody has a starting point, and it's not a bad thing to step into the gym and be, weak or out of shape or overweight. You're there to improve, so it's like important to be very understanding about everyone's
right
situation.
And so I think that's the first problem. I think people are afraid of being body shamed by others when they go to the gym. Like everybody feels like they're looking. That's why a lot of my clients come because it's a private studio. Hold on, my dog's going crazy. It's a private studio, and so they're worried to go into the gym and try things that maybe they're unsure of, or they're afraid of people looking at them and judging them for being in the gym. And we're all there to improve our bodies.
Right.
So we're all there for the same goal. But there's this fear factor of just worrying about what other people are going to think about you even.
For sure.
So the first problem, that's kind of self-imposed body shaming, right?
Yeah, it's like the concern about what other people think is
something. Right. How would you overcome that, Jess?
Oh, well, I totally used to be that person. Like, I was so afraid to go onto the weight floor. I felt safe on the cardio zone. Like, okay, I can do this. I understand how to work a treadmill. But every time I looked at the weights, I was like, I don't want people to think I'm an idiot. I don't want to drop something on myself, or, I don't know what exercises to do. I don't want to do the wrong exercises. I didn't want people like judging me. So that was always a very scary zone for me. So I think the way that I overcome it was first by taking classes, like learning from instructors, like actively seeking out the knowledge of like what right exercises are, how to do them correctly. And then once I started getting better at the classes and like following the instructor's orders, then I felt more confidence to go and do it on my own, because I knew it was right because I had learned it from someone.
Yeah.
So I think that that's like one of the key things in overcoming that fear is like getting some help, asking for help.
Right. So, and from a live instructor really helps, because sometimes you follow along to these videos at home and you're still not exactly sure if you're doing it right.
You're
not sure what you should be feeling. You're not. So it is really important to seek out help. And a lot of times gym memberships have a session with a personal trainer, or they have floor staff walking around with trainers that are there to help you. So you shouldn't, the first tip is just don't be intimidated to approach a staff person, a floor staff person, or an instructor and ask them a question. I mean, I know I'm very excited. I'm more hesitant to approach someone and offer advice, but I'm excited to give advice anywhere I am. I don't get annoyed by it.
Yeah.
Most fitness professionals are fitness professionals because they're passionate about it and they want to share the knowledge. So kind of just embrace that. Hi, Lady Killer. Good day.
Hey.
So if your body shaming happens at the gym, get some instruction with how to do things properly, and realize that every single person there is there to improve themselves, because there's something about themselves that they want to improve, whether it be energy levels or their actual body shape. So of course we also experience body shaming from our family a lot of times. Let's say, for example, you're on this quest for fitness and you've started to eat a lot better and you're going to the gym or you're exercising, and you end up at a family dinner and your family, and you really are choosing not to eat most of maybe what's on the spread. And I have clients that even sometimes bring their food to their family's house, and they endure a lot of body shaming in the form of passive aggressiveness. Like, you're going to eat that, you brought your own food. There's not a support system there.
Yeah.
So, what kind of ideas do you have to kind of help with that if it's coming from your family?
Yeah, I think, honesty helps a lot of the times, like just being honest with someone when they did hurt your feelings, like letting them know that that's just not okay. Because if you don't say anything and you just kind of take it in and everyone's like, oh, why don't you eat a cheeseburger? And you just sit there and you're, haha, okay, that's funny. It's really like destroying you inside, and you not saying anything kind of like affirms it and keeps it happening. So I think that the number one step to do is just like be really brave, have that hard conversation,
Yeah.
you know, like call them out, basically, like let them know that that's not cool to, you know, body shame. I mean, you don't have to say that it's body shaming, but just say, we all make our own choices. Like, let me live my life, you know?
Right. And I think it also helps to educate them. Like, you know what? Let's say you're going to eat avocado instead of, I don't know, what's something
like butter or like sour cream or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or let's say you're going to put Greek yogurt instead of sour cream on the chili that was made. You know, maybe helping to educate your family members, like, why don't you just try this? It's like packed with protein and it tastes exactly the same. So just kind of encouraging them in little ways to just try something, and like, actually it tastes really good. It's not disgusting, and I've felt better. And I think a good way to kind of combat some of that passive aggressiveness is to talk about how it's how this lifestyle is making you feel. Because you are going to have more energy. You're going to be in a better mood. And I think if we focus sometimes on how we feel, and like, not that you're just doing this to look good, and maybe that is a motivator, but you're doing this to feel good, to have more energy, to sleep better, all of those reasons. Stressing that to your family, because your family wants you to be happy. They want you to be healthy. They want you to live a long time. So just kind of pushing that would be helpful, you know?
Yeah.
Has anybody on here experienced any body shaming from their family? I'm really curious.
How about you?
What's that?
Have you personally?
Yeah, in passive aggressive ways, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, and even sometimes not so passive aggressive ways, like, well, you know, I don't really want my shoulders to look like yours. It's just a little too muscular you know, but it doesn't really get to me, because I kind of chose the body type that I wanted to achieve, honestly, because, you know, and I have gone back and forth sometimes. Sometimes I've softened up for certain, actually for my wedding, I decided that I wanted a more like classic, and so I kind of stopped upper body training and didn't really work out and ate more crappy, so that I softened up a little bit. I might be the only person to have done that for but you know, just be proud of what you're going for, and when you get there, don't let anybody, you've got to change your body in the way that you want to change it, and you live in your body. So
absolutely.
I don't let that stuff get to me. Do you guys have any tips on how to better on a shuttle run? We're talking about shuttle runs now for your college fitness course. We'll have to talk about speed and agility on another day. We will. We'll throw that in there. So follow us, Fernandez, and we'll talk about that topic. So what are some other, when do other body shaming? We do it to ourselves. Let's talk about that all the time.
I was thinking in the dressing room, like if you're shopping for new clothes, especially like, you know, fitted clothes or summertime wear, I feel like a lot of people can be really hard on themselves when they are all exposed and vulnerable with the harsh lighting. And it's just, it could be a really negative place.
Right. Yeah. And do your clients do it?
I mean, they don't really talk about it, but I have a feeling they do, and I can hear it in things that they say like during the sessions. So I know that it's going on internally with them when they're not with me, just because it slips out here and there during the sessions. And when I catch them saying something like, my stomach's not as flat as yours, or I wish I had a butt like that, or blah blah blah, like things like negative, anything that's negative, or it could even be like you said, kind of passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Where they say they're not as good as somebody else, And I usually catch them when they say that, and I'm like, your butt is great. Like, you're on your way, like you have to. I just really try to encourage them that they are doing something positive for that situation and that it's going to change,
Yeah. Yeah, I think I said this in a previous blab that I made a new rule in my studio.
Yeah.
Is to leave the negative self-talk at the door, because it started happening just more and more lately, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't, summer is over, maybe people are a little, I don't know actually, but I just started noticing it more. And it's really damaging for reaching your fitness goals, because when you verbally beat yourself up, and it doesn't have to come in the form of words, thoughts as well. You have to retrain your thoughts and retrain your verbiage to be positive, because positivity breeds success. And it's that whole power of positive thinking that that book, The Secret, I never read, but I think that's what it was about.
I can't believe you never read that. I read it like 5 times. I saw the movie 5 times.
Did you really?
Yes, I love that.
Do it. Well, was that kind of where it was going, like the power of the mind? And it really does have, and trainers say it a lot. They say, when you have a few more reps and you're like, I can't, it's mind over matter. And sometimes it truly is. If you put a number 10 in your head, for example, like I'm going to do 10 reps, most times you're not going to push for another 1 or 2, even though you definitely have another 1 or 2 reps in you. And that goes in the form of positive self-talk. Like, well, I'm never going to have abs like Jessica Rumba, so why am I even trying?
Right. So, which will then prevent you from doing the things that you need to do to get there. So it's all like this sort of wave, how it affects your behavior. It's like a negative thought leads for a negative behavior. A positive thought leads to a positive behavior. So it's all about like training your mind to, convince yourself that there is hope and that you are going in the right direction, because then you will actually do the behaviors, like the physical things that need to happen to get you to your goal.
Right. And so what I recommend go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not just thinking, like, you can't just think positive and sit around thinking positive. Thinking positive that leads to positive action.
Right. And as cliche as it kind of sounds, I'll use and I'll recommend other people use a mantra to help them get through negative self-talk. Because what do you do when those thoughts start creeping in? Like, where do you fall? How do you stop it? Because it's so innate, it's so natural. How do you really stop it? So I think that's why it can be helpful to repeat a positive mantra, and whether the mantra comes in the form of a Bible verse, if you're religious, it comes in the form of just like Gandhi's words, or another person of wisdom that kind of motivates you and redirects your thoughts to something more positive.
Be a favorite quote or something that you made up that just something that resonates with you.
Right. That's really right. It has to be a powerful mantra that really resonates with you for it to make a difference. So I'm going to ask Ashley. I'm going to unlock our seat here. I'm going to ask Ashley to pop on. Ashley has been a devoted follower of Tricks of the Trainer. She's been awesome. Ashley, are you there? Sometimes body shaming, and I actually don't know Ashley's story. She's going to share it with us. And
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah.
Good to have you on the Blab today. Are you driving?
No, I'm not. I just took my baby niece home because my sister was working. So I was like, I'll park and I'll wait because I never know when I'll go on. So
great. Good. So the reason I wanted to have Ashley shared that she went through, what did you go through? I'm having a brain lapse.
Okay, so I've been going through an eating disorder, but I'm like coming out of it right now.
And that's what a lot of negative self-talk can lead to if it goes on too long. If it happens from other people, there are a lot of reasons for an eating disorder, but I imagine that a major thing that you've had to battle is body shaming from yourself. So can you share a little bit about that and how you're finding ways to cope with that and how to redirect your thoughts to more positive thoughts?
So actually, the reason I wanted to get help and I wanted to get better is I actually found Periscope, and I found one of the ladies that were commenting earlier, Adrienne Dyer. She was struggling with the same thing. So I started messaging her and we started talking. And then I found the Body Positive Tribe on Facebook. So thanks to Periscope and friends and people that are going through the same thing, I've been able to overcome it. And every day isn't easy. Like every day is a battle, but you just take it moment by moment.
Right. Well, and I think that's so true, that it's important not to continuously beat yourself up for the setbacks that you'll inevitably have. It's important to take things day by day, moment by moment, even. So would you say, how long have you been struggling with this?
Since high school, pretty much.
Okay, it's been a while.
It didn't get really bad till this last year because my dad's been sick, and then I have health problems as it is. So
yeah. So did you ever experience any body shaming from other people that maybe didn't even know what you were going through?
Oh yeah, definitely. In high school, I was the quiet girl, and for a mean joke, they're like, be friends with the prettiest girl in school. So we became best friends, and she's like, you're ugly, you're not worthy. And that's I think that's all when it started, because I wanted to look like her. I wanted to be like her.
Yeah.
But it took me till today to realize I'm perfect how I am. And if you don't love me, I'm sorry.
That's right. That's good. So in that, that in itself is a mantra. I'm perfect how I am. If you don't like me,
sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. That's good.
So I think that's a really powerful story, and I'm really happy for you, Ashley. If there's anything, me and Jess love having you visit the show and love having your input. And, if there's always anything that we can do to support you, we're here for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So
awesome. So yeah, that just kind of shows you guys how impactful body shaming can be on an extreme level. But we deal with it on very basic levels as well, and it prevents us from reaching our full potential. And I think that's kind of the main takeaway from this lab. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was just going to say how powerful that mantra is, because really, it's like you said, that positive self-talk is what really helps. That and the community support. But it's just reminding yourself that you are worthy and you are perfect and that you don't need to change. You're good enough, So I think that's like for everyone to remember is just always remember that you are great the way you are, and even though it's great to strive for perfection, and like, Hannah and I still work out on a daily basis and we eat healthy on purpose and we're always trying to improve ourselves and everything. But so it's not like you're ever really done. I want to emphasize that is like fitness is a lifelong journey. It's not that you should stop improving yourself. But to be hard on yourself for not being good enough is just not beneficial. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a matter of like appreciating where you are and how far you've come. Because like Ashley, I know that you're probably in a totally different space now than you were. So in a sense, it feels like you're well and you're done and everything. But you would admit that there's still a ways to go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, always moving forward, yet also being appreciative of the progress so far.
Right. So, and having that community support helps, and having that mantra helps. So,
yeah, those are two giant things. And so that's why I'm glad we're doing this blog, because this is in a way like that community support group, everyone who's in here, we just want to support you guys and help you and be positive and uplift and everything. So that's why this is a really good crew to hang out with on Friday night.
Yeah. So if anybody else has any reason they want to jump in or anything else they want to say, please do it now or forever hold your peace. I think we got some important stuff out there. It's a kind of short but sweet blab. It's a very tough topic, very serious topic.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
and a lot of times we're talking about technical stuff, but the reality is the emotional part of this business is every bit as important. So it's really important to get this message across as well.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for joining. We'll be back.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks so much.
We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So, hopefully we will see you guys back here next week. I'm going to schedule the next. I was a little slack about scheduling the next blab, but I'm going to do that right now, hopping off. And so go ahead and subscribe to next week's blab, because we're here every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And we'll see you next time, right?
And to watch this one, make sure to go to my YouTube channel if you want to watch it later, as well as all of the labs that we've ever done together. So they're all.
That's right. Jess replays everything. And be sure to find our websites, bodybyhannah.com, jesscarumba.com, and send us an email. And you can do that also by finding us on Facebook or Instagram message or Twitter message. And if you have any questions that you didn't want to ask on here, we're always happy to answer.
Yeah.
Till next time, have a great Halloween weekend. We'll see you.
Yeah, same to you. Okay, bye.